What's going on, people? It's your boy DJ Aaron alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, for episode 208 of the A Squared Podcast. Man, welcome. Thank y'all for joining us today. A-squaredpodcast.com. Damn, that came in hot. Hold on.
Cornbread.
There we go.
Daddy.
Yes, sir. We here. Cornbread, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, man, it's that time, dog.
It is. Yeah, he got his Colt gear on. T.Y. Hilton.
Football season ready. Illinois State open up against Iowa at Iowa. Oh, man.
It's going to be a great game, bro. Hey.
And they rank 2.
You got to get
for us.
You got to get in there.
Let's get it, man. It's a great time, great week. Summer almost over, or summer is over technically, so we're about to hit the fall. So, favorite time of the year for me, man. What's up, DJ?
It's almost hoodie season, man, and that's my favorite time of the year. We get that in the Midwest for about 2 weeks, and then it gets -9 outside.
Chicks with Uggs.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Uggs come out.
But everything's good, man. I'm ready to kick the pod off. Obviously, Antonio, you just spoke about it. Football season is essentially here. This preseason stuff is done, and we ready to roll. But let's talk a little fantasy, bro.
What is fantasy football to the listeners out there?
Fantasy football has been around for many, many, many moons. And I want to say, bro, I think me and you and our league is probably the last standing Yahoo league. I think everybody is on ESPN and like all these different apps, but we stuck beside them. So yeah, I like it, man. How you feel? We did a fantasy draft.
We did. So for
let's talk a little about that.
Those listeners out there, so a fantasy draft is basically you have your own team, you're the own like a GM, your own owner, and you get to pick players to be on your team. So they don't all have to be on the Colts. You could pick maybe a player from the Chiefs to the Colts to the Jaguars to the 49ers, and then whoever you pick, that is your team for the season. And then you're going against other people who pick other players. So you get points by yards, receptions, touchdowns, kick returns, everything like that. So obviously check your league settings if you are in a fantasy league or thinking about one. My suggestion is to hurry up, and if you don't know if you're going to be in one, you better hurry up for the season starts. Yeah. Don't get in one, later. But yeah, man, I've been running my league for about 7-8 years now. DJ's been in it, man. So we just had our draft a couple days ago, and DJ always gets the first, second, or third pick every year, bro. And I don't like it, bro. I don't like it, dog.
It ain't working in my favor.
Hey, but you always get it, though. I don't understand it, bro. This is wild to me, man. But talk to me about your picks, man. What you think, how you think you did and everything.
So I'll start out by saying I'm just going to give y'all my top 3 players that I have on my team. I have Tyreek Hill, I got Devontae Adams, and I got Ayuk from the 49ers. To me, those are my favorite picks because they're just dynamic. They're great receivers. And then the other part about it, not only is Tyreek Hill, to me, the best receiver in the league, he's got a really good quarterback. And then on the other side, Devontae Adams, Gardner Minshew is a very serviceable quarterback. He's not a superstar, but he's not going to go out there and turn the ball over to everybody. He's going to get the ball to his main receivers, which I think was the problem for Devontae last year. And then with Ayuk, I know he does not have a contract yet. We'll see what the 49ers is going to do, but he going to play. So it's either he going to play for them or he's going to be on another team. So either way, I feel like I did really good. I got an A+ for this draft. So, I mean, considering the fact, like you said, I got the 3rd pick, it's a long wait to get back to that 3rd pick, bro.
So was there any strategy going into it when you saw you had the 3rd pick? Did you already know you wanted Tyreek? Because last year you had the 2nd pick and picked Tyreek.
Right.
Did you want him again, or it just fell to you, or what?
So I was hoping that I would get him again. Okay. I was like, yeah, I mean, he's going to put up points, you know what I'm saying? He's going to do his thing on the football field. He never disappoints. So, yes, I did want him again, but I didn't think I was going to get him. I didn't think number 1 pick was going to go number 1. Bro, I can't remember.
What? Breece Hall? Like, what's going on?
I'm just saying, like, okay, so you guys are, like, deep into, the analytics and stats and all this. I know him.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to go number 1, but he did. 2 went 2, and Tyreek fell to me. So, I think we won that one. How about you?
So, coming back, hold 1 second. So, coming back, did you want Adams, or did you try to get somebody else coming back?
No, I was going to go wide.
Multiple. So it's 10 teams per round. So 10 players per round. So Aaron's saying he had the 3rd pick. So he has to wait 4 or 5. It's a snake draft. So he has to wait 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think you have the 17th pick.
Yeah.
So that's what that means. So coming back 17, you wanted Adams or you wanted
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Especially after I watched, what's the show called on TV? It was a receiver.
Receiver. Mm-hmm.
After I was watching that and I was seeing his demeanor, like, come on, man. Like, he looked like every time they threw him the ball, he was either going to die on the football field or he was just so mad. But the thing I like about him the most is he didn't put no blame on his quarterback. And it was the quarterback fault. Jimmy Garoppolo was ass, bro.
Yeah,
he was very bad.
For sure.
So, like I said, when I see Gardner Minshew there, I do feel like he's going to have a way better year this year than he did even last year, and he still had a good year.
Yeah, he played
so,
for the
yes,
Colts. He
I
played
definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he do need to go there. That would be a good pick.
He did. So for me, I had the 10th pick, so the last pick in the first round, but then subsequently I also get the first pick in the second round. That's how the snake draft goes. So I'm not mad at when I get the 10th pick or the close to the last pick because I can draft. I think that's one of my strengths is drafting. One of my weaknesses is during the season paying attention to see, okay, that person, I need to pick him up because he'll help me out later down the line. I just might think, okay, he had a good game. I don't care about that dude. My draft is still good, but he's balling out, right? So that's one of my weaknesses. So going into it, I wanted to, since I had to wait because let's say the prime players in the first round are going, I'm going to miss out on them. I said, okay, well, I have to have a strategy where I get to double up, right? And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go running back because a lot of people are picking receivers. Mm-hmm. So I was going to get Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley.
And I actually did not think you was going to get Jonathan because
and I'm going to go into that too. I'm going to go into that. Yeah. So I was going to get Jonathan Taylor and either Saquon Barkley because he's on a new team and a better team, or get Derrick Henry who's playing, on the top team, and they can stack the box all they want. Lamar Jackson just going to run around them, or you can step back and then give Derrick Henry, who's 6'12", run over everybody. So I was just contemplating who my second running back was going to get. To Aaron's point, I'm biased, and my heart plays a part with the Colts, bro.
You do.
So when I realized that, I've been playing fantasy for about 15 years, and I realized that the first couple of years, I cannot pick Colt players for 2 reasons. One, the Colt player can have a career day game, and we can lose. And I'm not mad. When I should be mad, the Colts lost. Like, I should be mad that the Colts lost, or vice versa. The Colts will blow out a team, and the person that I picked got 2 points, and now I'm mad. Why am I mad? The Colts just won, and I'm mad at my player. So I said there has to be a way. I don't even want Colt players to even come across my timeline to avoid this feeling that I had, right? Yeah. Mixed emotions on game day. But lately, I'm like, all right, if a top Colt player is there and available and it makes sense for my plan, I will pick him. So this year I did pick Jonathan Taylor. I picked Jonathan Taylor last year as well, but he was hurt for the first couple games anyway. So I knew it was great value getting him in like the 3rd or 4th round. So that was my strategy. So I didn't pick no running backs because guess what? Jamar Chase fell to me, which I don't understand how.
That's a fact.
He's a top 3, top 4 receiver in the league. So I don't get how he fell to me. So it messed up my plan. Yeah. So I said, all right, well, I'll get 1 running back and let me get Jamar Chase. So I got Jamar Chase first and then Jonathan Taylor second. After that, I have to wait almost 19, 20 picks. It's a long way coming back. That's a lot of players off the board. So my next plan was to try to double up. And what that means is not double up picks, but double up and get somebody on the same team where you could double up points. Yeah. So usually, like, let's say a good double up would be like to get Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, right? So that'll be good. Okay, he's throwing to Travis Kelce, which is 6 points, a touchdown, and then Patrick Mahomes gets that. So that's 12 points overall. So for me, I was like, all right, let me try to double up and get Stroud. I ended up getting Stroud, and then I ended up getting Mixon, too, as a running back. So, yeah, man. So, it was pretty good. I think my draft ended up being a B, B plus or something like that. So, well, I guess it isn't bad being the last pick. I got to make a shake, but fantasy.
And it's not a D.
And it's not a D. Who got a D?
Listen, this conversation today on the A Squared podcast is between A and B. We do not acknowledge people that do D shit, man. If your shit is in the D, I don't care what you did no other year, bro. If you are a D, you need to shut up. Don't talk.
Damn.
Do not talk to us if you have a D.
A degrading. Yeah.
So you need to go and look at all of the grades because it was powered by Chat GPT.
Oh my God.
It reads out exactly how you did your picks. So this is not a automatic draft. That means that you sat in front of this computer and you thought up here what you was going to pick, and you did those picks. So it read D trash. So this conversation today is A and B.
Subliminals, boy. This is great.
We can throw some C's in there too, because you did the best you could. But a D, they don't even give you an F in this shit, bro. Like, that's crazy. A D, we don't do that. So
A Square Podcast, he's shooting subliminals at someone.
No.
Him and somebody else were throwing shots back and forth.
We're not.
They beefing. I guess they beefing right now.
We're not.
And so he's talking to them right now.
So I had two things.
Okay.
Number one, I needed a backup quarterback. So I said, I don't want to get in a situation where I was last year and I had to pick somebody who was awful. I want somebody who at least got some upside. So I did it too early, to be honest, but I picked Caleb Williams. To me, it was way too early for me to do it, but it was, you know how the seconds be coming down and somebody talking to you.
Hey, that timer is real, boy.
It's real. It goes fast. So I picked Caleb Williams, and then, you know, the draft continue, and I saw somebody else's name down at the bottom. I said, wait a minute. I said, they not gonna let me finish. Hold on. I said, somebody picked up here. Somebody got picked up here. Somebody got picked up here. I looked, I said, if he gets there, I'm going to draft this person. And it was me, and then there was a person underneath. And I said, you know what? I'm going to play nice. I ain't going to do it. And then I thought to myself, if I pick this person, I could possibly get an A for the draft.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. If I don't pick this person, I pick somebody else, I might get a D in this draft.
Jesus.
So being that this the A Square podcast and this is an A and B conversation, I chose Aaron Rodgers, if you understand what I'm saying. So now I got a plethora of quarterbacks I could choose from to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel, man.
For context for the listeners.
That's just how I feel, though.
This individual picks Aaron Rodgers damn near every year.
Every year. But Aaron decided to pick Aaron Rodgers this year. Absolutely.
Hey, that's what fantasy is. You go in with a plan, and that plan is not reality sometimes.
And you know,
if there's a person that you like, to the people out there who's thinking about doing it, there's somebody that if you love iPhone 6, you better pick iPhone 6.
Because you're going to be hot.
Pass them up. Somebody else can like iPhone 6 too and get them, and now you struck. So that's what happened, man.
That's what happened. So, you know, I do got Josh Allen, I got Caleb Williams, and I got Aaron Rodgers. So if I need to take Josh, if I think Josh might have a tough game against a defense or whatever the case may be, Aaron Rodgers is cooking, I will play Aaron over Josh. Now, that's how I look at it. But I will tell you this, because I'm a nice guy.
Talk turkey.
I'm a nice guy, bro.
Talk turkey.
If any D-list person out there that is looking to get a Aaron Rodgers,
damn,
you can send a message to Cornbread 1016.
Don't do that.
And he will relay the message back to another
A
grade person, okay?
That's a lie.
Okay, I'm trying to help out those people, bro.
Leave me out of this.
They at the bottom of the list. You know what I'm saying? That's awful. But we can move on. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on, you know, educating people of the difference between A, B, C, and the worst letter of fantasy that you could possibly get. So I just want to say that. And I say that with love.
Yeah, I'm sure. And the last thing to the listeners out there, there's plenty of free leagues out there. So if you've never even played it before, Do a free league. Do a Yahoo one. Play against computer. Learn how to do it before you jump into the professional deep waters, right? Because we're speaking a lot because we've been doing it for years. But if you're just thinking about it, hey, I don't even know what it is, but it's free. Free's for me. Let me try it, and then you'll get to understand how things happen, man.
If you don't know what it is by now, though, you're a serial killer or something.
Good luck to those out there. I got second last year. I don't like it. So I'm trying to get back to the championship and take home the ring, man. So we'll see.
Well,
man.
Congratulations, bro, because it ain't hard getting A's and B's and shit. A's, B's, and C's is good. It's the other shit. It's crazy. It's a lot going on in the world right now. The first thing I want to say is I got to put somebody on the F boy list, bro.
Oh, dang. Okay. Talk
yeah,
to
man.
us.
So I think about a year or two ago, the baby was dating a girl named DaniLeigh. They had a kid together. You know, it didn't end well. They decided to separate, but she has a brother. Now, the brother, Mr. Tough Guy, right? I'm saving my sister. I'm doing this, that, and the third. So the baby, we know, killed somebody before.
Facts.
This is a fact.
It's documented.
It's documented. We know he's not afraid, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, he is not afraid to shoot the fade with anybody, bro. It's not a problem. DaniLeigh's brother goes to the bowling alley where the baby is with his friends, and they're bowling. He approaches the baby, and the baby bowled his ass down a lane. That's what happened.
Didn't we do that last year or something?
We did.
This happen? Okay.
We did.
Okay. I was making sure. I was like, dang, it happened again? Dang.
No, it didn't. Antonio, we say on this podcast all the time, you cannot play both sides of the fence, bro. I need you to pick one. Either you going to shoot the fade or you not going to shoot the fade.
Talk from the internet.
He saw him. He decided, I'm finna shoot the fade with the baby. The baby bowled his ass down the lane. He lost.
Okay. All right.
But now you suing for $4 million in damages, bro? No, you going to the F-boy list, bro.
No.
That is so corny. Antonio, talk to me, bro. How do you do that?
No, it's okay to lose. Matter of fact, you should be in the gym to catch him a kid. Take some lessons. The baby tell you when he on tour, meet him at one of his spots. Set it up. It's cool. I want my fade again. I want my rematch. You can't sue when it's your fault. You got cooked and it's your fault, and now you trying to sue? No, I don't.
And now you trying to sue?
I don't like it. Hopefully these judges see through this, bro. Matter of fact, if I was a judge and you came in my courtroom, I'd be like, "Hold on, you did what? You're suing, and you started this, and you lost. Can somebody get the baby on the phone, please? Hey, when can you meet me in my courtroom? 2 days? All right. You in contempt for 2 days until he get here and y'all fighting again. That's your $4 million right there.
That's how.
And if you lose, you can no longer be in my courtroom ever again. If you lose, you win, I give y'all a rematch.
Give you a rematch.
You gotta go Rocky 3. Rocky 3.
Fight every time you see this dude.
There's no money involved though. No,
but you do not sue. No, you do not sue.
No, that's soft, bro.
That is insane. So I just wanted to say, bro, I gotta add him in there because to me, it might be a level to F boy. Like it might be. We got a bunch of them in there already.
Yeah,
he might be like a D F boy, but you know he's nonetheless he's in there. I
think he'll get drafted. He's a later round draft pick, but
yeah.
I think he should get drafted.
I think he should get drafted. Yeah. Maybe like in the D round, but yeah, you know how that goes.
Damn. Yeah. With love though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got another person that need to go on the F-boy list, bro.
Yeah, another twofer. Hey, y'all out there, man, make sure you like and subscribe to the A Square podcast, man. We ain't never had no episode where there's two F-boys coming up in front of the congregation, bro. Go ahead, man.
Listen, Oscar De La Hoya, bro.
That dude's wild, bro. Oscar
used to be my favorite boxer back in the day. Like Golden Boy, the way he fought, fearless. He fought everybody. He didn't like wait until they were older. He fought everybody in their prime. He was a beast. Right. He's a promoter now. He's Golden Boy Productions. He's doing his thing. Oscar De La Hoya goes on these platforms, bro, and lies. That's all he do is lie. He tells one story over here, go over here, tell the same story, but a lie. He just consistently lies. He said in a room full of 20 people, how many, you can't tell me that at least like 8 or 9 of y'all didn't wore women's clothes.
That's a lie.
Everybody got mute. They said, what? He said, once you say it, you become free. He was like, listen, man, I'm just going to be honest. When you guys saw those pictures of me, I was so drugged up, man. I had so much alcohol. Shannon Sharp said, well, how you get the clothes there then? They brought it to me. They tricked me. They tricked me into wearing it, man. They tricked me. Oscar, 2 days later, you was in a thong again, bro. Dancing around on the internet. What are we doing, bro? I need you to pick a side and stay there. Like, that's what I need. Like, stop going on these platforms and lying. He said he fought Shane Mosley 3 times. They fought twice. He lost twice. He doesn't even know when he's fighting people, bro. He's just going on podcasts and platforms and lying. I'm going to put him in the F-boy list now.
Yeah.
And he's another person that gets he's a D-lister. But he in there. Because he got fake abs. He's got fake abs. He looks like 300.
But see, so I will say he's a free agent, and let me argue why he's a free agent on the F-boy list.
All right.
Let me get him, because what is he doing to other people? F-boys are not what they do, but they do it to other people. So like they can, I don't know, they could crash out and go hit their head and commit suicide. They will never make the F-boy list. But if they kill 30 people then commit suicide, that's the problem, right?
Okay. I like it.
That's what gets you on there. So you're causing mental frustration. You're doing all this stuff. He just seemed like he's just doing it to himself of lying and nobody believing him. So that's my argument of, I can see your argument, but it's like, he's more like,
he didn't hurt nobody.
He didn't hurt nobody. He's not doing, you know what I'm saying? He's not holding people hostage at his job and then doing this stuff. So that's why my category in my head is what makes the F-boy list.
I can agree with that, and we'll leave him at a free agent, but he close.
Yeah, he close.
He close.
He can get, if somebody get hurt in the season, he can get picked up.
Yeah,
he get picked up and be on the list. Okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. What else going on, Antonio? What you got?
So, Aaron, I've never done a drug in my life, DJ.
Okay.
We talked about this. It's documented the past 5 years. I don't get sick. I don't do no drugs, nothing like that. So
that is the drug.
What?
That you don't get sick. You already got the shit in you.
That's a fact. I walk around with COVID daily.
Yeah.
And we talked about me. I had to take pills before I had surgery on my tooth, and I was like, nah. I took it one time. I said, nah, I'm not taking that shit anymore. But I've never been high, so this statement isn't gonna make sense. But I have to explain myself. I had 2 high moments this week, DJ.
Okay.
And the reason why I can say that is because I've been around a lot of high people, and they be wildin'.
Yeah.
But it leads to the conversation I had in my head, like, why is that? So I put that as high moments. First one, DJ. Our body temperature is what? 98.6 degrees?
98.6, yep.
98.6, which that's normal. When it's 98 degrees outside, it's hot as hell, boy. Why is that, DJ? Why is that not normal to us? We're constantly 98.6 degrees all the time.
We're walking around heat.
We're walking around 90, and we good. We ain't shit wrong. I'm sleeping like a baby. But when it's 98 degrees outside, it'll be like, hell no, it's too hot out there. How can you explain this to me? I don't know if I'm tripping or not, bro.
No, I think you high. It sounds like you high.
Damn it.
That is the high question.
But ain't that a good? To me, it's a crazy question. I don't understand why it's not.
I got another crazy question for you.
Go ahead, DJ.
Is a scrambled egg fried chicken, bro?
Bro, come on.
That's a high moment.
It is. I would say no, because they would call it a chicken, not an egg.
But the chicken is in the egg.
Yeah, but it's not formed yet. That's like you call a baby and an adult. They're different, even though it's the same.
They're different, even though they're the same.
Yeah, that would be my logic, but I don't know.
We need a scientist or something to come over here and tell us what's going on.
And then my next one is I'm watching a cooking show, and they were like, "Hey, what's a pint? How many ounces is in a pint?" Somebody says 16 ounces, which it is, right? Why though? How did we get to these numbers? Like, why do we have certain ounces? Like, who came up with 16 ounces is a pint? Why not 15? Why not 20? Why not 1? I don't know. I'm just saying how many ounces in a cup. It'll be 8. But like, how did we get to these metrics of standardization? And do all countries feel the same way, or is that just American, right?
That's a good question, too.
You know, people go by liters, we go by gallons, we go by, you know what I'm saying? So there's different places go with different metrics. So I just was thinking about these things over the past week, man. I don't know why.
These are high questions.
These are high
That's
questions.
for damn sure.
And I ain't never been high, so I don't know. I don't know whenever I retire and I get high, DJ.
Yeah.
Either my mind is gonna go blank or it's gonna be like,
yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know, man. But that's all I had this week, man. Been busy, son. Doing solid in school. You might be going to a different school too, so we're gonna talk more about that maybe next week or in a couple weeks, whenever if it goes through. But it's good, man. School's active, traffic back.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, football back, so I'm good, DJ. What else you got,
man? The students are back here too, man. It's crazy. Okay. They're back here crashing on every corner. They crashing. I've seen a car inside of somebody's house. All kinds of crazy stuff, man. But I want to say to the people out there, I got some information. So I'm going to share this with everybody on the pod. A lot of times, you know, the running joke is that Asian people can't drive. Everybody tries to make these jokes about that.
Ain't no joke with me. I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy.
But I do want to explain to the people how it all works with them and why they always seem to have very nice cars. Like they have a Maserati, they have some type of BMW, Mercedes-Benz, like they have like really nice cars. So I was talking to an Asian student and I said, I don't know how to ask this politely, but I'm going to ask it. And if I hope I'm not going to offend you, but I just want to ask. He said, yeah, go ahead. What's up? I said, why is it that, you know, when a foreign student comes to the U.S., they purchase a very high-end car versus something like a Honda or like a Toyota, something that's a little bit, you know, O-line, you know, maybe something like 15,000 versus 30, 40, 50, 100,000. Why is that? And he said, well, usually when we come over here, we've been sent here. It's either one or two ways. Either they have like a full ride scholarship or their parents make a lot of money. So they send them here. So he told me that the reason why the parents will purchase that car is because when they ship it back, number one, they don't have to pay some type of taxes. I can't remember the name of it. They get between 5 and 10 years to pay that tax back.
The custom tax or something.
I think
like
that's what it is.
Like that, yeah.
And then on top of that, the car that they get may cost in between 50 and 100 here, but over there it could be double the price. So if they want to sell it when they get back home, they get double the money, you know, the value back. So really they're not taking an L. They look at it as an investment. And it's not like they don't have full coverage anyway, you know, so that's what they explained to me. So I thought that was cool. And then also give people a little grace, man. I do ride with a little road rage. Sometimes I'm not yelling at people, but I told y'all before, I'm a serial honker. I will honk, bro, but don't do it to me. Don't honk. If you honk at me and the light just turned green, I'm going to sit there, bro. I'm going to sit there. But if you do anything, I'm going to ride up looking at you in your face. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that pull up to the stop sign looking you dead in the face. I'm that guy. Give people some grace.
Tell us some stories. So tell us a good story, bro, where you got mad and they was 100% in the wrong and you honked at them. And then tell us a story where you honked at somebody and it wasn't in the wrong. It was your fault.
I got you.
Tell us those.
I'll tell you what's my fault first.
All right, go ahead.
I have pet peeves. And the older I get, the worse my pet peeves get. So bikes on the road, I don't like it, bro. Okay. If it's a sidewalk, I grew up where ride on the sidewalk.
I never understood that. People run in the road too. I'm like,
yeah,
what? Like that doesn't make no sense to me.
I hate it. Yeah. And to me, it seems dangerous.
Yeah, facts.
So, but there's a bike lane, so I understand it. But I was in the wrong, bro. I honked. And he turned right and he hit the curb and my man's fell so hard, bro.
So that's
Antonio. When he fell, when I say like he turned right and went over the handles and I'm in the wrong. Damn. I just kept going, bro. I just kept going. So I'm here to say I'm absolutely wrong right there.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely wrong. So I apologize if he's a listener to the podcast. If you fell over this week, I'm sorry.
This week, bro,
It
you
was.
you out here.
First
Bro,
week.
you're a menace.
I did. But I didn't know he was going.
menace.
And then I just had to keep going. I could not stop.
You're a menace, man.
So I apologize to him. Number 2 pet peeve. I hate people that speed to the red light, bro. Do not speed to the red light to me. Because see, now you're making me speed up to get with you so that I can look at you. So when we side by side, I can be like, I don't get it. I hate it. I hate people that speed to the red light. I don't like it, bro. I hate it. What about you, bro?
You shouldn't be on the road, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I will say 65% of the time I should not be on the road because I pick I be looking at people that's in front of the person that's in front of the person. If they doing something wrong, I'm mad. So, yeah.
So, I will say I only got one really pet peeve on the road. Normally, bro, I'm in my car a lot of hours. Going to work, 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Coming home, it's like an hour 15. So I'm on the road, but actually that gives me time to watch battle rap, talk on the phone, check messages. Like, to me, that's my time to get stuff done. So I don't get mad at traffic. I'm like, all right, shit, it is what it is. And then I try to plan better. If I have to be somewhere, just try to leave earlier, right, to plan for traffic. So I don't have too many negatives. But one of my pet peeve is walkers crossing the street. If I'm turning right and you're walking and I have to stop to let you walk, you see that I'm waiting on you.
They
That's
walking
not the
slower.
time to like look at your shoe and tie your shoe, fix your book bag, be on your phone texting, call us. Move out of the way.
Yeah.
That's when I start to honk or like I move closer and closer.
Yeah.
I feel this car heat. Yeah, move out the way. Hurry up and cross the street. What are you taking all day for? So that's one of my pet peeves. I don't get that, bro. So when it's me, I try to run across that bus.
Me too.
Like, hey, let's go. Titty, titty, titty. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get hit first off because people ain't paying attention when they drive. And it's like, I understand. I want that reciprocated for me. So I want that good energy. So when it's time for me to cross the street, I'm out, bro. So that's what I got, DJ.
Hey, man. I do want to talk to you about something I thought about the other day. If there was a different time in your life that you wish you could have grew up in, what would it be? And I can give you an example if you want me to go first.
The only time I was envious of a time period for a specific thing would be sports. That's it.
Okay.
Everything else, no, I love being a millennial, bro. I love growing up in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, and we had cell phones in high school, right? And then the internet and poker and everything. Sports, I mean, you know, I just love being a millennial. But being an athlete at that time, I think we were ahead of the times because we had to struggle. Right. We didn't get the new shiny shit. We don't get the NIL deals. We had to, when it was some NCAA player play for UConn, maybe like 5-6 years ago, and they won the championship in basketball. And he said he's hungry at night. And he's like the MVP of the NCAA tournament. He said he's hungry at night because he didn't have no money. Right? Y'all receiving all this money and I don't have it. And I said, that is a fact because I went through that. Right? Like, my card only worked when the cafeteria was open. And then my scholarship covered some of my bills and my rent. It didn't cover my car, my dates, my cell phone, sending that shit back to the crib, you know, make sure my family's straight. So I think the NIL deal and just having more money access to me for my talents, that's the only thing I wish I could change and grow up in. But everything else, I love how I grew up. What about you, DJ?
As a DJ, as a person that, you know, we was clubbing, even during all the times you talking about, we was outside, bro.
I love that shit.
We was outside. But for me, I would have liked to be in like my prime years growing up in the New Jack Swing time.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely, bro.
Okay.
Where all the drug dealers was wearing suit jackets with no shirt underneath. I'm talking about the Nino Brown era.
They saying jive turkey.
All that, bro. I want to be a part of all of that shit, bro. You got to think them clubs had some of the greatest artists ever going in there for the Heavy D just walking in there. You got Flavor Flav hosting the parties.
Biggie popping up.
Come on, everybody is coming. And then because it was just during that that time and that energy, I would have been in there coked up, feeling bro. It would have been about 9, 10 butt naked. It don't matter. Wasn't no
Allegedly.
phones.
This is all fantasy.
Listen
all
to me.
fantasy.
It wasn't no phones. All it was
good times.
hey, if you all you had, we all knew the right people to get into the club when we was here. Imagine if we knew the right people to get us into those clubs.
That's a fact.
I would have been thriving, bro.
Location, though, it sounds like this sounds like you're like New Yorkish. Anywhere
Absolutely.
else? But what about like Cali?
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
All of it, just during that time period, because it just during that time, if I could have just been older, like imagine if I'd have been like 1920 at 1980. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. Gotcha. I would have just loved that time. Okay. Absolutely, bro. I like it. And like you said, especially for me, I would have loved to live on the East Coast during that time because you're talking about Queen Latifah. I mean, I just MC Light, like all that whole era. I would have just loved to have been in and seen it outside of the movies or documentaries that you get to watch now. I would have loved to have been in that time.
I like
that,
man. I like that.
For sure.
You just talked about some money decisions. So I want to go over a scenario of I want to give somebody their flowers, and then I want to ask you a question after it. So a report came out about a week or two ago that Charles Barkley, and I want to give him his flowers. Charles Barkley restructures his contract $100 million less to pay for the faculty and everybody else to keep their job at TNT. And I saw that and I said, that's phenomenal, bro. Yes, Charles Barkley is damn near almost a billionaire, right? So the money is a different scale, but it doesn't matter. He saved people, let's say, college careers, paid people's bills, lights, kids, everything like that. The $100 million can go a long way, man.
Yeah.
And so I definitely want to give him his flowers for doing that. So I would ask you, DJ, if like how much is too much money? Like what would be the threshold of you giving up and restructuring your contract, and then who would you give that money to if you had to?
So I think that's a tough question. I think that if obviously we see a lot of people restructure their contracts, especially when it comes to sports, for the benefit of the team, right? To keep certain players.
Facts.
You've seen Tom Brady do this for 20 years, and I think that's great. Also, I think it's in how you can restructure the deal. So let's say in 3 or 4 years, I could get some extra money on the back end, you know what I'm saying, for my sacrifice for the upfront. I think that plays a big part of it. Excuse me. But if I'm just sitting there being honest, if you look at
$1 billion,
you're worth $1 billion, right?
$1 billion. You were worth $1 billion. How much would you give up?
I wouldn't even put a number on it because I would just make sure whatever it took to keep the team going. Because you have one thing that Shannon Sharp said in an interview recently is that the reason why he's so successful is because he has a team of amazing people that see the vision. Right. And when you start losing those people, you start seeing, damn, I really needed that person. Look at Devontae Adams. He left. He goes to the Raiders. He doesn't have Aaron Rodgers anymore. But if he had perhaps restructured or Aaron restructured or they did what they had to do, you know what I'm saying? I think there is no number. I think whatever it takes, if it takes 200, 300 million and we got to restructure it that way to keep these guys, these people intact, I would do it.
I like it.
Whatever the number is.
So me, I'm the opposite. I think I'm sacrificing my money, right? If I'm Charles Barkley, let's say I'm worth $1 billion and I restructured for $100 million, right? I wouldn't care about, I say I don't care. I do care. I care about the team, but they're not taking losses and those aren't my employees. Right. So that's how I would look at it. Those aren't my employees to restructure this person who gets a salary of $200,000 and do it. No, I would give that money to the people every day to day who are here and get paid pennies on the dollar. So the janitors, the caterers, the housekeepers, I would make sure all of them are straight. I think Westbrook did this at in the bubble. Remember COVID?
Yeah.
Like all the housekeepers,
Yeah,
he'll
he
leave
took
them
care of
$1,000, $1,000,
$10,000. Yeah, he did. He did.
every time they cleaned it or when he left and all that stuff.
Yep.
That's the stuff that I would care about. Those people, the little people.
Yeah.
That's who I would give my money to. Not the people who got 200, 300,000 salaries and they going golfing every week, but I got to sacrifice to give. No, I'm not doing that.
I see where you're going with it.
And it's not my employee. Shannon Sharp, those are his employees, so that makes more sense. I'm talking about, I'm at TNT.
The corporation.
The corporation. Yeah. I'm at TNT and I got to sacrifice. Okay, cool. Get that money to the people who I see day to day doing my makeup, doing this, cameraman, all that shit. Not the other CEOs who get to save the money. I'm not doing that. So it's just a little twist. Just a little twist on how I'll do it.
Yeah, I can feel that. But like, again, like I'm saying, like when it comes to the team, I think how Chuck was doing it is to keep that same, running machine there, because without them, the show doesn't do the same.
Facts.
It's not going to be the same. Everybody, it's a well-oiled machine. So if you want to keep that machine going, I can understand that, that type of sacrifice.
And did anybody else sacrifice? That would be my next question, right?
That's
because if that's true, did Shaq sacrifice? Did Kenny?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Not just me. Even though I don't think he did it for that. Once again, we're just giving scenarios out there. I think Charles Barkley did something that's phenomenal. But that's how I would look at it. So.
I think my last thing I just want to ask, when you hear Big Mama, we going over Big Mama house, or Big Mama, you consider that auntie or whatever the case may be. When you hear Big Mama, what do you think, Antonio?
I mean, that's grandma. That's soul food. That's your happy place. That's ground zero for everybody. So that's what I think of.
Lotto, you are one of my favorite female rappers. You are not a Big Mama. You are nobody's Big Mama.
What you mean?
She got a song out called Big Mama, bro. No, I don't care. The song, it hit in the club. She ain't no Big Mama. She don't know. You cannot be 21 years old and a Big Mama. You cannot be 21 years old and a Big Mama, bro.
Impossible.
It is absolutely impossible. When I think Big Mama, I think of all the years this meat that meat been whipping and dipping them greens, been whipping and gripping them mashed potatoes, that macaroni and cheese.
That knowledge too.
That belt.
Man.
I'm thinking everything
Stay
that
off
comes
the
along.
Furniture. What?
All of it. I'm thinking, when I hear Big Mama, I'm thinking of how she raised that arm and put it inside of her bra and pull out a 10 or a 20 and say, bring my change back. That's Big Mama. You are not Big Mama. You are Little Mama. That's who you are.
And I already know a Little Mama.
That's a fact.
She wild.
That's a fact. Also, Antonio, I know this is going to be hard for you, but I just want to ask you, because it's been a thing that's going around for a little while. It's controversial. Everybody has their side of it and but I'm a fan of both of these people to the max. It don't get the bar don't get higher than these two people, in my opinion. But it's been going around because Tank said that he believes that Chris Brown has passed Michael Jackson, and not only vocally, but entertainment, the whole package. He says the whole package. And there's a lot of people who agree and a whole lot of people that disagree. But I wanted to get your opinion because I know how much music means to you. And we grew up, fortunately, in these eras where these people were in their prime or in their prime. So I want to get your opinion on that first.
So I'm going to go deep first. Let me go down a rabbit hole before I answer the question. Do white people do this shit, bro?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
I never hear it. I never hear is
you got to watch CMT, bro.
I never hear is Dolly Parton is Taylor Swift better than Dolly Parton. I never hear this shit. It's like we always comparing each other all the time, bro.
Competitive nature, man.
And it's cool with competitive, but it's like, it doesn't mean that one's less than, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, but I agree. Think that's essentially what we were saying, but why are we doing it? So that's one of my gripes, I guess. We always got to compare black people to black people. Go ahead.
So in this, I don't think we're putting one beneath another, because it's the Bron and the Jordan comparison, just like it was the Kobe.
I was about to go. That's what's going to be my next.
To me, I look at it. I look at it like this bar is so high, nobody is taking an L. You know what I'm saying? It's not like somebody's taking an L out of it. So I just kind of look at it from that standpoint.
I got you. And once again, like I said, I was thinking deep of, I don't understand why we're always doing this shit. But it goes to, does it matter? At the end of the day, you are not going to convince a Michael Jackson fan that Chris Brown is better. And you ain't going to convince a Chris Brown fan who surpassed him that Michael Jackson was better. Because it seems like those two people didn't grow up in the same time. That's what, to me, it looked like. Yeah. We obviously did, right? We got to see both. But it doesn't matter. Who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron? It don't matter. They ain't going to never play each other. The eras is different. The stats could change, and it still won't convince people who you going to vote for, Aaron. You already know who you voting for. It don't matter how many commercials.
Pick a side, bro.
It don't matter.
Pick a side.
I'm not picking a side.
I need you to pick a side and stay there.
I don't care. See, that's what I'm saying. This isn't, and me, I'm the ultimate pick a side. I pick Drake.
Do y'all see how this guy
lost?
This guy right here is a wild
boy. And he win.
He would never do this in battle rap.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He would pick a side.
Because guess what? Because I care, though, is what I'm saying. I don't care about it. I don't care about it, bro. I bump both of their music. Chris Brown could drop another 30-pack today, and I'm going to listen to it. Michael Jackson drop a 2-pack from the grave. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. It'll be all right. Yeah. So I don't know. So who's better? I'm going to say Michael just because I seen the impact of what Michael's doing, bro. Michael made mugs pass out. I ain't never seen that. Michael sold out arenas. Chris Brown might sell out an arena, but he's not.
He on tour right now. He doing it.
Mike can. If Chris Brown say I'm dropping the tour in 2 more years from now, and is it going to be sold out? No, it's not. Beyonce could do that. Taylor Swift could do that, and Michael Jackson could do that. So that's my argument. I would pick Michael Jackson if I had to choose.
Okay. I would say, obviously, me being as big a fan of both of these people, I mean, I still watch old Michael Jackson films, you know what I'm saying, from forever ago, even as a child. You know what I'm saying? I watch all of that. I would say this. I agree with everything that you said because we do compare, but I think it's in our nature to do that. That's just, we're competitive people, period. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I look at that. But the one thing is that it's a big difference between streams and having the internet and having people have to physically go outside and buy an album.
Facts.
We're not talking about the millennial time where we could go into like a Sam Goody, listen to the album, feel it out, and buy it.
Man.
No, you cannot do that. You have to go to these places, stand in line to buy an album that you never heard anything, period, from. And then you got to listen to it, and then other people got to hear it. They hear it when you play it. They go and get it. Right now, we live in an era where it's drop now, hear now. So I think that is a major difference between the two. On the other side, I'm going to say, don't like how, I don't think it's fair because Chris Brown had a tragic situation that he did. I'm not defending anything. He did it, but there's been a very long time, Antonio, that he has not been able to be at the top of the ticket. And that's because of that situation. I think that hindered his moments. Like, he's still doing it right now, but I think that he has not been able to be that number one guy and be all over the blogs in a positive light. I think there was a lot of entities that kind of kept him down out of movies, out of big arenas for a long time. And, Michael Jackson never had that. Even with his allegations, he still was cooking. You know what I mean? He might have had to go to court here and then perform that night.
Right.
That's just what it was. So I think it's kind of unfair. But I'm going to pick a side.
Pick a side, bro.
As of right now, it's still Michael Jackson to me. It's still Michael Jackson to me. For that one very reason, that impact. I haven't seen Chris Brown stand on the stage for 10 minutes and people just go crazy. I have seen that for Beyonce. I have seen Taylor Swift do that before. And I've seen Michael Jackson do that at the Super Bowl. That is incredible to me. Right. So I'm waiting for those moments for Chris Brown. And I'm not saying that he hasn't had moments like that on his tour or whatnot, but I'm just saying that impact is still there for Michael Jackson, man. So, I mean, that's my pick. But personally, I do believe Chris Brown has passed Michael Jackson.
And
for sure.
And writing-wise.
He writes
for everybody. And
I don't know anybody that can dance better than, you know what I'm saying, Chris Brown.
And he can rap.
and he can rap. And I mean, like I said, he dancing and the later end of Michael Jackson's career was a lot of lip syncing. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame him, but so I guess we'll just live to have to see. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'm still with Mike, right? I'm still with Mike.
Lastly, to my Cornbread movie review people, dropping a couple reviews this week. I'm gonna drop a 3-pack. Also, I'll probably drop Alien, Romulus, probably next weekend, the holiday weekend. So I know that's coming up. So if y'all got plans out there, hey man, make sure y'all watch a little Cornbread movie review and A Square podcast, man. Make sure y'all share it too, bro. We getting it cracking.
Absolutely, man. So again, this is the A Square podcast, man. Wrapping it up here. Episode 208. Hit us up, asquarepodcast.com. We got a lot more coming up for y'all, man. So make sure that y'all keep it locked. And, shout out to all the teachers out there, man. Shout out to all the teachers out there because the school is starting back right now. Give your teachers some grace because, it's a hard job. I just listened to a commercial, bro. And the commercial was like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And one of the kids like, I want to be an influencer. One of the kids was like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. It's, all over the place because we're living in this Gen Z. So it's like they're trying to make it to where it's a little bit of everything. It's not just like, oh, I want to be a doctor, but no, I want to be an influencer. Some people see that and that's what they really want to do. And then the lady was like, well, you could do all of that and you could be a teacher and do all of that. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I really wish that teachers got paid what their worth is, and I think we really need to, I wish some of these campaigns could be about that. How can we give teachers more money for the things that they have to, have to deal with? So I just want to say shout out to the teachers. We love y'all and thank you for everything you do for our kids and all that. Thank you. That's what I want to say, man.
Appreciate it, man. I like it.
And
Shut
to
up.
anybody that got a D, because I'm talking about the teachers out there, if you got a D in drafting, do not talk to anybody on this podcast ever until next year. Ever until next year.
Now, DJ, one thing I'm going to say. Those are projections. If you lose to this person,
no, that's
with
not
the
a projection.
D,
That's the
if
person that got a
to
D.
This person with the D, though.
I'm never losing to that person.
All right.
I'm never losing to that person this year.
We'll table this because you got to play them. You got to play them, so we'll table it.
Right now, Antonio, I'm winning. I don't care if I won the whole league. Yeah. Right now, as of right this minute, I'm winning. If you got a D, keep your mouth closed.
Damn.
And that's the A Square Podcast, episode 208. Antonio, what do you always tell the people?
We love y'all out there. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man, over 5 years. And we almost had 210 episodes, which is asinine, too, so we appreciate that. I ain't got no shoes or socks by my feet, so I'm actually about to go get them downstairs because I got to keep them close, bro. Keep your shoes by your feet, man. This shit real, bro.
Absolutely.
Go Colts, too. Go Ill State.
There you go. Hey, it's 8/24/24. Shout out Kobe Bryant, man.
Shout out
Rest
Kobe.
in peace. And I know he just celebrated his birthday as well, but today is 8/24/24. Shout out to the Mamba, man. And until next time, this is the A Square Podcast, y'all. Peace.